All right, looks like my stream is mostly set up. Although I do need to open up the YouTube stream. All right, plop that over here. All right, test. All right, looks like. All right, yeah, cool. Audio's working. Sorry, I had to get some things taken care of. All right, so it looks like stream is all good for now. You know what? I think I'm going to share my background. I'm over here like also messing around with stream settings. Actually, oops. Let me also go into stream mode. All right, so I got a few things that I can do today. I don't really have any plans or anything planned per se. Um, Looking for a cable to got my new this cable is short, this extra short monitor cable came with my monitor, and I'm just like, what the hell is Apple thinking to give this short of a cable for a monitor? Fortunately, I had their Pro Thunderbolt 4 cables. I had a 2 meter one, so fortunately, no downtime. I'm gonna plug this into. No one sees what I'm doing, but here there is an iPad right here, and I have a Thunderbolt 4 dock just behind it, so I'm trying to get it plugged into that. I also have a Thunderbolt, a free Thunderbolt port on my Mac Studio. All right, cool, cool, cool. All right, so I think what I want to try to do is integrate Stripe into a Flutter app from scratch. I did this with iOS, but I think I need to do this with Flutter because I have a Flutter integration that I wanted to build with Supabase. But before I do that, I need to do some digging to see how the current project is doing it. So this Flutter app or this repository rather, let's actually make this just a little bit larger. Get some more breathing room here. And we'll look at it this way. So we'll see here that this repository has two main directories. There is the app directory as well as the Supabase directory. Supabase is the stuff for Supabase, right? Like there's an edge function in here, right here, that handles the payment sheet. So we have here, there is this payment sheet function that receives a request from the client, in this case, our Flutter application, and it's going to process the payment intent and do all other things before sending the response back to the client. So given that I see that there's this request happening and I see that it's payment sheet, I know that there should be a request being made to something with payment sheet in the URL. So I'm going to look for that. All right, so we'll go into this app. And because this is a Flutter app, most of the things are going to be in this lib, and we have the main Dart. So what I'm going to do is instead of trying to look at all of this through here, I'm going to use my text editor of choice because of reasons, because I want to. Flutter Stripe payments. Flutter Stripe. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of all of these changes. Quit that. Open this directory up. So right away, there is some information that I'm seeing that I'm going to need. These pieces of information here. The publishable key, which is coming from another file, this config file right here. So this is where I'm going to place my own stuff, right? I'm not going to do it in here in this project. I'm going to create a new one from scratch, but just trying to look to see like how this one is set up and how it's doing things. We have a utility function that's just going to print out some JSON. I don't really care about that, so I don't need to worry about it. All right, and I see that there are 3 packages that are being imported, but this Stripe example is confusing to me. Like, where is that coming from? Stripe example. Let's look for it. All right, well, it's definitely being imported from somewhere. All right, this is really weird. I have no idea where this Stripe example is coming from. Let's see if I can find a symbol. Do anything? All right, Flutter, Stripe, Dart. All right, so that's coming from developer, Flutter, cast. Okay, it's cast. Dartland, Flutter, Stripe. Okay. Perhaps there is some digging that I need to do. Let's go to PubSpec. PubSpec is the Dart package manager. Interesting. There's Stripe, there's Flutter Stripe, there's Stripe Payment, there's Stripe SDK. Okay, there's a lot. I'm gonna go based off of the one that's the highest popularity with the most likes, which is this Flutter Stripe, which is currently failing. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go into my main, not my main. I have like a random folder for Scratch stuff. So I'm just going to create a Flutter Stripe test integration. Oh, actually, maybe I shouldn't have done that. I think I should use Flutter CLI to do this. We'll do Flutter, see what options I have, because I don't remember anything. So we have Flutter create, okay, and it's gonna output directory. Create a new Flutter project in the specified directory. All right. I'm going to do a test of this command because I don't actually know what it's going to do. So I'll do make var flutter test, flutter create test. Oh, I'm tripping. Oh man, I created the make dr thing on accident. All right, now we're good. So we're going to go into this flutter test, and I'm going to do flutter create. I'm just going to call it test. And the reason why I'm doing this is I don't know if it creates a directory for me. It does. Okay. All right. So then we're good. So I'll just back out of here and delete all of that. So we'll do flutter create test, and we're going to do flutter create flutter stripe testing, or just test. I forgot. Man, I really hate how they do stuff. So I can't use the naming conventions on my system that I'm used to using. They force me to use their BS naming convention. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rename it, because I should be able to name whatever I want on my system, however I like. Now, if Google wants to pay me, even if they wanted to pay me, I wouldn't do it. But like, let's, on principle, if they want to pay for all of this shit, then I can name stuff however they want on their computer. All right, so let's go into my tests. Shit, which one's which? 19. Wait, why do I have two of these? What's in this Flutter Stripe testing? Oops. Nothing. Okay, we can remove that one. All right, we'll open this up here. I'll hide that for now. I don't need it. Would you like to configure? Would you like to use? Sure, I suppose. That. Okay. Now my first order of business is to run this on the simulator. So let's see if I can look at my devices. All right, so it's showing my iPad, which is currently connected. All right, let's open up the simulator. I don't need to do any development on my actual device because I'm not doing anything that requires it at the moment. Now, what's interesting is why I don't see my whatever this phone is. I should be able to see this too, right? All right, we're going to use an iPhone 14 Pro. We're going to open up one of these as a simulator. Why can't I open the simulator? Okay, sure. All right. It's not even gonna let me choose which one I wanna. All right, cool. Whatever. Let's see if my simulator shows up now. Yes, we have this right here. All right, so I can give it -D, and I wanted to run against this right here. Ah, shit. Wait, what did I just do? uh, Flutter run, I think is what I want to do. All right, yeah, -D. All right, cool. So we'll do -D, and let's hope and pray. Oh yeah, iPhone. Wait, iPhone 12. Oh man. All right, it's not clear if it's going to this. I have an iPhone 12 connected to my computer right now, uh, and I have an iPhone 14, which for some reason it's not showing up. I thought I'd set it up as a like a network debug device, but maybe I didn't. All right, look at that. We now have the bootstrapped app. So now I can start to get into this Stripe bit. So there are a few requirements. So on Android, I need to make some changes to work on Android. I need to use Android 5. Okay, we'll likely do that. I need to use Kotlin version 1.5. Sure. A descendant of the theme.appcompat for your activity. Okay, sure. Using an up-to-date Android Gradle build tool system. All right. Using the Flutter fragment activity instead of Flutter activity. All right. And rebuild the app as the above changes don't update. Well, okay, sure. These changes are needed because the Android Stripe SDK requires the use of AppCompat. All right. Oh, this is cool. So the thing that I was working on last time is still here. So this is basically what I'm building, but I'm going to try to do it with Flutter, so that I can get the same functionality in Android. See how that goes. All right. Before I get ready, this is interesting. It just says compatible with apps targeting iOS 12 or above. Does that mean I don't have to do anything for iOS? Because if that's the case, this is going to be amazing. All right, so I'm gonna add Flutter Stripe, and I'm just gonna. Oh, okay, of course it doesn't work. Of course it doesn't work. The Flutter SDK is not available. Okay, sure. All right, whatever. I don't like, man. I really don't like Flutter or Dart at all. It reeks of Google. It's fine for them maybe, but just oh. All right, so I assume that I have the thing. Move this to over here. Okay, so let's get started with Android first. So I need to use Android API level 21 and above. So I guess my first plan of attack is I need to figure out how to set that. There's a lot of stuff here that I don't care about. This is where things are a little bit weird for me because I've just, at least I think, I did Flutter pub get Flutter Stripe, and I don't see Flutter Stripe in here. Or maybe it's in here and I'm just dumb. Yeah, I'm not seeing that. Okay, so I'm not even confident that this got added. All right, so this needs, it says I need to use 1.5. I'm using 1.6, so I'm good there. I'm using the Gradle 7.1 for build tools. This doesn't specify a version, but I'm assuming I'm doing the right thing. Oh my gosh. Okay, at least this exists. Okay. All right, so I need to use this material component, theme dot material components. Okay. Maybe this is not relevant to me right now. We'll see. We'll see. All right, so I've done the style changes and using up-to-date Gradle build tools with an up-to-date Gradle version accordingly. Okay, what the fuck does that mean? Gradle wrapper properties. And distribution URL, that is Gradle. Okay, I'm good. I'm using the latest. I'm using the version they're using at least. And it says rebuild the app. Okay. First thing I want to do though is I'm gonna use Android Studio to open up a emulator or an emulator. So I can use the device manager here. What happens if I just close that? Okay. I could have swore there was a way that I can open up the device manager without having the project open. Maybe I was wrong. I'm gonna open up the latest version of Android. So we'll just get that started. All right. Let's check to make sure that my device, this new Android device, shows up. I just want like these changes that I've done. I don't know if it's going to cause it to break. I just want to make sure that it's going to work. But I don't see. I don't see the Android emulator. Oh wait, no, never mind. I'm sorry. G phone. I guess that's what that is. SDK G phone ARM. Okay, this must be it. Okay, so then I guess this is the device ID emulator, whatever that is. So we'll do flutter run -d. Let's see what happens. Hopefully, okay, that's progress. Okay, all right. right, resource style theme, aka calm example Flutter story. Okay, not found. Pretty sure I did both of those things. So we have theme, app compat, light, no action bar, and then the theme material components. What's up, Yanni? How you doing? I definitely did not go to the gym. It's raining here. It's not cold though. It's not that cold, or at least it didn't feel cold when I went out. Let me check. No, no, it's cold. I guess I had on my gosh, I have like a wool some type of thing. I don't know, and I had a raincoat on, so maybe that's why I was warm with my little hat on. I was also only outside for like 15 minutes in the rain, so it's currently character building time for me because typically this is the time of the year where like I don't walk anywhere and I drive my car everywhere, and I have thought about buying my car. I've thought about it. I was like, oh my gosh, it's cold and raining. It's the worst. But anyway, I'm dealing with this random. Well, it's not random, but I'm dealing with this error where it's saying that this isn't found. It's just like what? How is it not found? So it looks like Google search is trash unless it's for ads. Because how in the fuck is it returning this as a result when it doesn't have any other things that I need? Now my trackpad is dead. Charge it up. It's not very helpful when I can't even find a thing that that should exist, like app compat. Is that not a thing? Of course, there is no date on this doc, so like I have no idea if this is relevant to anything. I also don't know what Android X is because I don't use Android and I don't deal with anything Google with their random versioning. It's just, all right. I want to see this work. So what I'm going to try first is, I'll do it. Yeah. So what I'm going to end up doing is reverting the changes that I made to the Android thing, and we'll go from there. And okay, it didn't initialize that as a Git repo automatically for me. I would have expected that. Like, but I guess they don't use Git at Google, so I guess that makes sense for them. Or at least ask me, right? Like, ask me, hey, do you want this? I made steak with broccoli. I don't like broccoli. I mean, I have actual broccoli in my freezer, but I rarely eat it because I don't really like broccoli like that. I'll eat broccolini, but that's it. And that steak, honestly, that's probably like the one time I'll have steak for the rest of this year. I don't eat steak that much. It's not, I'm not a fan of it. Well, it's not. I don't dislike it. I just don't like eating steak that much. Not all the time, at least. All right, so There's a dependency for app compat, so why in the hell when I search for it, it doesn't pop up with anything? Like, why is it giving me these documents that don't have app compat? Or tell like, oh my gosh. This like Flutter is the type of shit that'll make me quit a job. Like if I had to do this, I would just be like, no, fuck you. I find someone else. This is not a great experience. Yeah, this is not a great experience at all. I don't understand why people want to use Flutter. Now that I'm doing this. Well, things don't go on standby at work, bro. No, it's not done. Um, I mean, it's done in the sense that I've completed one piece of it, but there are three other pieces left. And until you see a blog post from Flutter, or not from Flutter, from Superbase, uh, no, on behalf of one signal, then it's not done. And I have a few more days to get that done. Hopefully, I can get it done over the weekend or tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but next week before I leave. Okay. Like, what the hell is app compat? Is that even a thing? Or is that just like, am I just making shit up now? Like, is this not a thing? Theme.app compat? The last time this file was edited was on 2019. Not only am I looking at old ass shit that's not even. I wonder if app compat is like just not a thing anymore. And maybe they removed their documentation without like keeping it and just saying that it's deprecated. Because right now I have no idea like why it's not there. I'm now curious to know if that other project that I was looking at, uh, like what they're doing. So we'll go into Android, and I think it was under app source main res. Yeah, values style. Okay, so they're using theme.appcompat. Why isn't it working for me? I'm pretty sure that's literally the same thing. Theme dot wait, where was it? Theme dot app compat dot light. Well, this is for my night one. Let's go to the night one to see. I think it's the same one though. Yeah. So wow. They both use light. That's interesting. All right, let's try that. Let's just try light because never mind. Never mind. That's not going to do it because it's saying that it can't find light. So what if I do day night? How about that? Let's just try day night. Will it find that? We'll just do. And that's such a terrible name. Day night. Like one's light. Why isn't the other one just called dark? Why the hell is it called day night? All right, let's see what happens. Okay. Maybe, okay, all right, I have an idea. Maybe I need to do this Android colon. Maybe that's the thing that I need to do. I don't think that's the case, but I don't know. At this point, I'll do anything. All right, let's see what happens. Do I get an error? The same error? Nah, I can't do that. Interestingly, it doesn't actually tell me what I did wrong. It just says on line 3, which these comments are throwing things off, so I'm going to delete these. Plus, they're just a distraction. Like it'll be better to just have good docs, which apparently they're incapable of doing at Google. So it was saying line 3, so I guess yeah, it's spelling on here. So perhaps I can't do that. So let's see what happens if. Actually, they're using theme material components, so let's do that there. Theme dot material components. No idea what that is. And at this point, I'm not even confident that I can go and look. Okay. Now I am not sure what version of Flutter this thing like is using now. And honestly, I don't even see the pubs. Oh, never mind. I see it now. Pub spec is here. Maybe I need to install Flutter Stripe. It never. It apparently it never added it. So let's just do that. Let's add Flutter Stripe. Maybe it's in there, and I just don't know that, and they don't make that known or obvious in any way. Gosh, it's so noisy. Uses material design. Maybe there's something here that I need to do. And I'll keep all this stuff since it's at the bottom. Okay, so looks like I need to add Flutter Stripe. What version? Seven. Okay. So that example that I pulled down from Supabase must have been written a long time ago. Actually, let's see. I can actually figure that out. We can go to the repo, and it was using version 2.4. March 22nd. Please give me a year. Please give me a year. 2022. Okay. So this has been done a while ago. All right, we'll go ahead and save that. All right, it's running Flutter Git whatever. So maybe Flutter has some type of, or not Flutter, but this Stripe has app compat. I don't understand why it would have it, but maybe it does. And it's failing. Okay. Ah, okay, yeah, I'm tripping. Maybe I should put that. So we'll do that. I'm wondering if it's just is it that I'm dumb? Like is that's what's going on here? Why none of this works? I haven't actually done anything, which is the interesting part. For instance, all I did was delete comments, but I'm going to undo these, that right there. So now we're going to be back to what it was. obviously I misspelled it. I don't know how. I don't know what I misspelled, but I misspelled that. And one or more plugins. Oh, there's one other thing that I did. There's literally one other thing. Let me just delete that, and this is going to be a Flutter activity, like so. So now this is a brand new Flutter app. Basically, I haven't done anything at this point. No dependencies, no nothing. I haven't done anything now. And if this doesn't work, that means that a brand new Flutter project you created using Flutter Create is broken. So before I even move forward, let me make sure that there's no upgraded version of Flutter. I may be using the old tools. They move every single day, so it's really easy to go fall behind. And if there is, okay, I'm like, all right, so there's a new version. So with that, I am going to delete this project and start a new one using the newest version of Flutter toolchain. And this time, before I do anything, I'm going to see if I can at least deploy it to a device. And if that doesn't work, I will move on. Like, I'm not going to spend my weekend doing this if it doesn't work. Okay. Oh, man. All right, there we are. So we'll do Flutter, create, Flutter stripe test. All right, this is okay. All right, it's building now. Perfect. Let's see if it actually deployed though. Perfect. Okay, so it's here. All right, now I'm gonna make the change and see what happens. But before I do any of that, I am going to initialize this as a repo. Random. Oh shit! It was an app. My bad. I wonder if it made a repository and app that I don't know about. It did not. Okay. So then, what? Man, I need to disable Siri. Like, I thought I had Siri turned off. Like, why is this even telling me anything? Now I wonder if it's doing this only because I just did this right here. I'm gonna try, see what happens. Flutter compile SDK version come from? Or how is that set? That would be all this. It's too much magic going on. It's not fun. I fucking hate it. Yeah, there's nothing about Flutter that I enjoy. All right, so they're saying that I mean, I know I can do this, but I didn't want to do that. But I guess I'll do it. This removes one bit of magic, so I'll accept that. So let's see if it'll at least build this time. Now, mind you, this is a brand new project, right? I haven't done anything. I literally created it from within Android Studio. I put one thing, and it's just like it won't work. Okay, it wants 33. Okay, sure, sure. I'll fucking give it 33. All right, so I'm not going to use whatever this is set at. It looks like it needs to be at least 21. So it's 21 now. Target version. This is going to be 33. Okay. All right. I can. All right. Cool. At least it's building, and I mean, I would expect it to build. It's not like I'm actually using the package. So now let's do the other things that it's telling me that I need to do. I don't trust these docs to be honest. Like I'm gonna just be real. Like these docs, it's hard for me to trust them, especially considering that Flutter updates. It seems like every day. Dart updates almost every other week. Android updates almost every hour. And the last update to this was a year ago, over a year ago. Not a lot of confidence. It amazes me that this is the one that has like the best reviews and the most popularity. Like this is interesting to me. Oh, no, okay, all right, sure. So this is okay. I don't even know what file this is. I man, part of the reason why I never got into Android development is because it uses Java, and I hate Java, and I don't like the tools in this community or in this ecosystem. Like I hate IntelliJ. I know a lot of people love it, but I hate it with a passion. I don't find it intuitive at all. Like with Visual Studio Code, if I open a file, I see breadcrumbs. Like I see like the full path. For this, I had to hover over it. That's stupid in a lot of ways, actually. Before I do anything, let me commit. This is a good time to commit before I start making changes. So the first thing, wait, why is okay? So I think all of these are a part of my updating to adding that package essentially. I think that's what these all are for. All right, now I'm good to do this. Interesting. I think this can be live reloaded or hot reloaded. Interesting. Okay. Wow. So I can hover over it, and but I can't actually select anything in this UI. It goes away. This is well. I'm not gonna stay on top of the updates. Like I'm at a point where I'm just like I've burned 2 hours of my life trying to get something that should be stupidly easy to work, and it ain't working. And yeah, I'm not gonna spend any more of my time doing this. This is yeah. I have much better things I can do, including absolutely nothing. I'd rather do nothing than do this. So we're going to just go ahead and quit that. I'd be okay if I never had to look at Flutter again, to be honest. So what I'll instead do is Android people, I don't care about them. I don't own Android, to be honest. I don't have any Android devices. I don't really care that much about if they can't use something. So I'm just going to focus on iOS, which is what I actually use. And someone else can do Flutter. I don't want to do it. Ooh, what was that? That flash. That's interesting. Oh, okay. I'm like, why is it? Okay, I see. I'm like, why are these named after the computer? That doesn't make sense to me though, like at all. But sure. Chronos, the studio display. There was a point in time when they used to show you the resolution. I guess they've taken that out. They don't want. Oh, there we are. So 2880. Right now it's just playing as a 1440p. I suppose. Definitely don't want 3200 by 800, 1800. All right, I'll leave it as at its default. By the way, I got a new monitor today. It's you can't see it, but it's sitting here. It's the studio display, and I got the one with the adjustable height with the stand. It's cool, I guess. I really want to get another Pro XDR display, but then I was like, a 27 inch is already going to be almost too big, considering that I have a lot of stuff on my desk already. So I already have a 32 inch. I have two 27s, so I'm like, I'll stick with that. Yo, what's up? How you doing? Smells nice. How you doing? You just missed all the fun. I basically have rage quit on Flutter. I said, fuck it. I'm not doing it anymore. I've been streaming for almost 2 hours and couldn't get anything to do. What's KEKW? I don't know what that means. I'm sorry if this is internet speak. I don't speak it. What does that mean? Oh, laughing. I wouldn't have ever guessed that in life. I wouldn't have never guessed that in my life. You may call me an interesting individual in that I grew up around, like I grew up with these types of things, kind of ish, not really. And like I'm on the internet all the time, but I don't know a lot of things. The Twitch equivalent. Here, I'm gonna show you what I do. I click on this UI, and then I do this right here, and then I click this. That's what I do. It's easy for me, right? I don't know a lot of this new stuff. But yeah, now I need something else to do because today was supposed to be the day that I integrated the Stripe SDK with a Flutter app, and that's not going to happen. So what I'll instead do is probably continue working on this. Here it's an iOS app that has the thing that I was going to try to implement in Flutter, which is just like a payment thing where you can buy shit. You know, you can put in Apple Pay if you want, put in a credit card, do some stuff. Yeah, you can do Apple Pay, that kind of thing. So I was thinking I was going to do that. I don't think that's going to happen anymore, not with Flutter at least. And basically, at the end of my diatribe, I decided that screw Android people. I'm not going to work for it. I'm not going to do it. If you own Android, I'm sorry. You're welcome to do the Flutter app yourself. I'm not going to do it. Uh, yeah, I'm building something. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I guess you don't know who like what I do. You must. Is this your first time? If it is, I'll introduce myself. I'm William Shepard. I'm a developer advocate, former engineer, and yes, I build a lot of things. Um, But for right now, I've been working on an integration with something called Superbase, and I want to have an app as my client instead of a website or a web app. So I was like, let me implement this app so that I can do payments as well as push notifications, as well as some like in-app messages, that kind of thing. And historically, like, because I'm only on iOS, like everything here is Apple. Like I only focused on that, but I thought it would be nice to do Flutter because it allows me to target Android as well as Mac OS and Windows and the browser. But I'm at a point now where like I don't care if it did the work for me. I wouldn't use Flutter. Yeah. So yes, to answer your question, I'm currently building something. So the new thing that I'm gonna do now is I'm saying screw that, and we're gonna work on a new iOS app, and I will let someone else figure out Flutter, or I could use React Native, or I could use Xamarin. I could use Xamarin, I think. Let's see. Let's see if there's a Stripe thing for Xamarin. There's too much effort. I'm not gonna do that. Let's do React Native. Stripe. That's okay. Yeah, I know they have an official one. So what I was using for Flutter is not an official thing, and maybe I should have looked to see what are the other options. Hub.dev, and we'll look for Stripe. Yeah, this doesn't give me any confidence. Like, who is this even published by? And it was published 8 months ago. Okay, sure. This one seems to be the official one. Flutterstripe.io. What the hell is that? Oh, this is a person. Oh, no wonder. Okay, so it looks like Stripe isn't responsible for any type of maintenance of this. So that explains a lot. Yeah, that actually explains a lot. Well, in any case, not gonna do that. I'm gonna stick with using an official SDK. So they have iOS, Android, and React Native. So it looks like I'm gonna do a React Native thing. Maybe we'll see. Thank you for the follow, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, yeah. Go eat. I'm actually about to go myself. I'm actually waiting on someone to get here before I head out because they're the ones they invited me to lunch. So I'll be going out soonest. So now, before I even do this iOS thing, I might try to do it with React Native. Oh, this could be my ride. Yo, what's up?
We're like 5 out.
5? Okay, I'll go ahead and get ready, and
Okay.
I'll meet you downstairs.
Alright,
All
bye.
right, peace. All right, well, that was my call. I'm about to head out. I might be back later, probably. We'll see. Um, but yeah, that's it for today. Or not today. I'm sorry. That's it for now. I'll be back later.